It was a quiet afternoon in the African savannah when Luke, a seasoned wildlife ranger, received a call that would change his life forever. He was out on patrol near the edge of a protected reserve when he came across two tiny giraffe calves, no more than a few months old. They were alone, their mother nowhere to be found. The pair huddled together in the tall grass, looking terrified and malnourished. The sun was high in the sky, and the temperature was rising fast. Without hesitation, Luke knew what he had to do. He called for backup and quickly made his way to the calves, reassuring them with gentle words as he approached. Despite their obvious fear, the giraffes allowed Luke to get close. He was no stranger to helping injured or abandoned animals, but this felt different. The young giraffes were weak, their bones thin and brittle from lack of food, their eyes wide with uncertainty. For the next several hours, Luke worked tirelessly to transport the calves to a nearby wildlife sanctuary, where he and the staff provided them with food, water, and care. He named them Juno and Kazi, after his late grandmother and childhood friend. It wasn't long before they began to show signs of recovery, their strength returning with every passing day. Luke spent countless hours with them, ensuring they felt safe and loved, forming a deep bond that would last a lifetime. As the years went by, Juno and Kazi grew into majestic giraffes, their towering necks stretching high above the grasslands. They flourished in the sanctuary, becoming local icons and a symbol of hope for many who heard their story. Luke continued his work as a ranger, always keeping an eye on the two giraffes who had captured his heart. He never expected to see them again after they were released back into the wild, where they could roam free like they were meant to. But life has a funny way of surprising you. 5 years later, Luke was called to a remote part of the savannah after reports of a poaching incident. A group of illegal hunters had set up camp near a watering hole, and a team of rangers was dispatched to investigate. Luke and his team arrived at the scene just as the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the land. They carefully made their way toward the poachers, but as they crept closer, something unexpected happened. A loud, unmistakable sound broke the silence. A series of deep, echoing calls that sent a chill down Luke's spine. It was the sound of giraffes. Suddenly, out of the thick trees, Juno and Kazi appeared, their long necks swaying gracefully as they strode toward the poachers. The giraffes had returned, not just for a visit, but for something far more important. They stood tall and unyielding, blocking the path to the poachers' camp, making it impossible for the illegal hunters to continue their activities. It was as if they were protecting Luke and the team, their large, powerful presence a reminder of the bond they had shared so many years ago. The poachers, stunned by the unexpected appearance of the giraffes, quickly realized they were outmatched. With no way to escape, they abandoned their camp and fled into the wilderness. Luke and his team quickly rounded up the situation, securing the area and ensuring that the poachers were caught later by authorities. As the rangers returned to their vehicles, Luke stood for a moment, staring at Juno and Kazi. He couldn't believe his eyes. The giraffes he had saved all those years ago had come back, not only to help him but to protect the very land they once roamed. With a deep sense of gratitude, Luke approached the two towering giraffes. They nuzzled him gently, as if to say, "Thank you for saving us." The bond between them had never truly been broken. It was more than just an animal-human connection. It was a friendship that transcended time and circumstance. That day, Luke realized something profound. The animals he had saved hadn't just returned to repay a debt. They had come back because they considered him family. And in that moment, Luke knew that the world of wildlife protection wasn't just about saving lives. It was about forging relationships, building trust, and understanding that every act of kindness, no matter how small, can come full circle in the most unexpected ways. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe for more interesting videos, like and share this video. Have a nice day.